Are you live?
Live? Well, you know, I find it great difficulty getting out of bed in the morning because it's the only time of day when my back isn't giving me greeting pain. So I was laid in bed this morning thinking about what's going to happen over the next 10, 20, 30, 40 years with global warming. And it's not a pretty picture. I mean, I'm 67 now and I eat less than I used to do. And I actually enjoy the feeling of hunger sometimes for a while, because I know in my physical capabilities I cannot afford to put weight on. So I deliberately don't eat unless I'm hungry. I don't eat because it's mealtime, don't eat because I wait until I'm hungry before I eat anything. And I eat non-fattening foods because I look after myself and I'm conscious about my diet. And I've been thinking what it's going to be like when all the crops have failed and there's no food for people. It'll happen first in the equatorial zones where crops will be too hot and too dry, and there'll be mass migration of millions and millions of people starving, moving north and south to the cooler regions of the planet. And it's not going to be pretty because there's borders to cross. There'll be overcrowding, there'll be transportation problems, there'll be people starving and dying, there'll be raping and pillage and murder, there'll be horrible.
Can I just tell you what science is predicting now? 10 to 20 years from now, they're expecting there to be 1 billion people on planet Earth that cannot live where they currently live now.
What year is that?
It's hard to put a year in it, but 10 years to 20 years maybe. Like 1,000 million people will live in areas of the world that'll no longer be habitable for human life. So they're gonna have to leave.
I get nausea when I'm hungry. I mean, I can go 24 hours without food easily. I don't mean that I go to bed at night, wake up and do a whole day not eat and go to bed at night again, because that's 36 hours. But I can have a dinner at say 12 o'clock and go through the evening and have nothing to eat, go to bed and get up. I'm still not hungry, and I don't want to eat until I've had my daily swim, which could be as long as 30 hours sometimes. I've noticed myself feeling a bit nausea and grouchy when I get hungry. That's just after 30 hours of fasting. Imagine what it'd be like after 48 hours. Imagine what it'd be like after 7 days. In fact, people have managed to live 30 days without food. Only 3 days without water, but you can live off your fat reserves and your muscles for, some people can go as long as 30 days before they die. And it is not going to be pleasant. I've gone 10 days without food when I was a teenager, and I was seasick on a boat in a force 10 storm. It took 10 days to get across the Bay of Biscay, and I couldn't keep any food down. And I'd had plenty of injuries, I'd had motorbike crashes, I'd had broken bones, but that was the worst experience, the most pain I ever remember feeling in my life. 10 days with no food. Not many people get that experience, and it was not nice. It was ill. I was weak, tired, dying. I couldn't sleep, I couldn't do anything. I was just very, very uncomfortable. And I'm thinking what it's going to be like for everybody when they get to that stage. They'll be desperate, they'll do anything to get food. Human beings are capable of terrible, terrible things. They're also capable of great things. We're great problem solvers. We have to solve this problem now before it gets to this terrible, terrible end.
If you think that you're going to be violent when you get hungry, what do you think parents with young children are going to be like when it's their children that are hungry? I think people with young children are going to be the ones who fight the hardest.
Yeah, for the children's lives. It's a natural thing to preserve your DNA, pass it on to the next generation. That's what that's how evolution works.
Squeeze through that gap there, Dad.
Well, this wagon's inching forward.
He can't move anywhere, look.
Yeah, alright,
Be careful.
Being a bit cheeky though, isn't it, eh?
Yeah, is that all you've got to say?
That's what I was thinking about this morning. How and do I want to experience this starvation, no food, and naziness, and desperation, and pain, and tiredness? Or would I just put a ladder up at one of the trees in the back garden, throw a rope over with a noose, and jump? That'd be the quickest, easiest way.
Can I tell you what the best thing to do? What you have is a lot of different skills.
Yes.
All the skills that you've acquired throughout your life are valuable, and you should think about passing those on to the next generation.
The skills that they're going to need is lighting fires, and I've lit over 10,000 fires.
Your building skills, though, Dad.
And building skills.
Your carpentry skills, your metalwork skills, your mechanical skills, engineering skills.
Yeah.
Your construction skills, your skills using different tools.
Yeah, well, I was rather hoping that you would work with me and learn all these skills, and then you could take over doing the property maintenance and repairs that I do. But
we're gonna cut out there now because we're not talking about climate change anymore, are we?
Right.
Is there any last thing you want to say?
Well, you work with me and learn these skills, and you can pass them on as well. Okay.
I'm gonna learn survival skills, Dad.
Yeah.
That's what I want to learn. Anyway, you might get a chance to teach some of your knowledge and wisdom to some younger children. I'm thinking if you ever get to meet, you probably will get to meet Alice's children.
Yeah.
You could teach them some of the wisdom you've gathered over the years. But that's a good length for a video. That's 7 minutes.
Yeah.
We seem to have come to a natural end. It's been David and Josh in the car,
Father and son
on the way to the
swim.
Oh, what day is it today?
It's 8th of March, Joshua's 30th birthday. A day that he will remember for the rest of his life.
My 30th birthday. Hey. And what we're doing on my 30th birthday? Going to the police station.
I go for a swim every morning. You wanted to swim with me this morning, but you changed your mind.
Yeah. Anyway, this is my dad. I love him. He's one of a kind. There's not another person on this earth like this man, and you won't understand why unless you actually get to know him. He's extraordinary. Read his autobiography, which you can find in the link below in this post.
Okay.
Have a good day.
We're distributing it for free.